'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a fashion, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New Orleans Saints.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This fielded right at the goal line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Off the play fake, here's Griffin. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now Griffin. Hurts over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
56, the Mike, boys, 56.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Griffin to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Rodgers. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping it. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. On first and 10, it's Griffin. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Griffin. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 10 yards there at a Bengal first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Griffin's throw taken in by Green here. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Barkley. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Griffin. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Now it's Griffin. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Well, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a Bengals score. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. Here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That definitely sets up a much more difficult 3rd down.
Yeah, you figure 2nd and 2, one they thought they could pick up. Now you're facing 3rd and 4.
Yeah, gotta give the front 7 a lot of credit for making that play. I'm just starting to wonder, partner, is 2nd and short also a throwing down in the NFL now?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready? 19 Tiger.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Now Griffin back into his end zone. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Griffin. And again, he'll give it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's Griffin. Caught by Green on the out route. That one a first down pickup of 8. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Griffin. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A handoff running left, Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Griffin. Able to avoid him at the 40. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's got Allen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Now a carry for Allen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. But trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Griffin. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Here's Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Griffin. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Griffin. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Second and 4. From the gun, it's Griffin. Green brings it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the shotgun, Griffin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Rodgers going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon. As we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway from the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second down and 7. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's Allen. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll run with Allen. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now Rodgers. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Griffin. And he finds Fitzgerald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Griffin. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Griffin to throw. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. While the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people, they certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun. Griffin eluding the pressure right. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Steps away to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Griffin, he finds his man, complete. That's Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Griffin. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now it's Rodgers. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And again, it's Rodgers. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. The kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Underneath to Allen. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers again now. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Allen. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You've got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the draw, here's Allen. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Cooks on the quick slant. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
On 1st down, it's Allen. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They stay on the ground with Allen. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Looking to throw. Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Rodgers. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. Keenan Allen from 6 yards away. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Griffin. Ertz over the middle. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Rodgers. To Allen on the dump off. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Now Rodgers. Now he's forced out right. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Rodgers, got to have this one. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing two things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.